Hey guys, it's Erika. Welcome to part 2 of my first listen for Taeyong's Shalala, the first mini album. Breaking it up into parts because YouTube doesn't like it when you do everything in one. Sometimes depends on the amount of songs you're doing. But yes, so in the first part it included Move, Mood, Mode, Virtual Insanity, and Ruby. This part's going to include 404, Found Not Found, and Back to the Past. Not doing first listens to Shalala or Guando because we've kind of checked those out in more music video-ish type of form. Well, Shalala for sure, but Guando is like a different type of video. So yeah, really excited to be getting out these last two songs. I think this is a very interesting album for Taeyong. I think it's really kind of showcasing all of his colors, if you would. I feel like we get the sort of weird kookiness with songs like Virtual Insanity and Shalala, but like the other ones like Guando, Move, Mood, Mode, and Ruby kind of showcase a little bit of side of Taeyong that we have seen before, more lovey-dovey side, if you would. But really excited to be checking out 404, Found Not Found. I wonder if we're getting back into the trippy territory. Do not know, but yeah, let's not waste any more time to find out. Let's get it.
I can't be running, I can't be new. 혹은 내가 없더라도 너를 지켜줄 것들. Sometimes I own it, sometimes I'm blue. 앞으로 가야겠지 늘 그랬듯이. Yeah, yeah. 길을 잃어놔야 어딜 가리 급히로 가는 거니. 너는 도망치지 말고 함께 세상을 둘러보지 않겠니. 너의 내면 깊은 곳부터 이 세상의 가장 밝은 곳까지 내가 함께 해줄 테니 너를 데려다 줄 테니. 길을 찾지 마. 가고픈 길이 없을 텐도 분홍색 하나를 삼키며 평화를 사지마. 맘처럼 난 사실 혼자가 너무나 싫어. 이런 내가 난 너무나 미워. 너를 잃게 될까봐 너무 두려워.
Is he talking about like somebody else, or you're talking about like himself? Ah.
I can't be running, I can't be new. 혹은 내가 없더라도 너를 지켜줄 것들. Sometimes I own it, sometimes I'm blue. 앞으로 가야겠지 늘 그랬듯이. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
널 혼자가 아냐 널 바라보는 많은 별들은 너 필요로 해요. 넌 즐거움을 나눠주니까. 모든 것을 굳이 이을 필요는 없으니까. 나는 조금은 별이 될 테니까. 혹여 내가 네 손속에 없어도 계속해서 널 비춰 내줄 거리 걱정들 마. 그러니 널 찾으려 비추려 날 미워하려 거둬하지 말아주겠니. 너의 곁에 없어도 난 저 많은 별들의 우선들이 나를 힘들게 해도 내가 검을 속 그를 빛나게.
I think this one might be my favorite. Because you can really feel his emotion.
날 모든 것을 내게 전부 주고 싶어. 너가 원하는 모든 것들이 이루어지게. 이 노래 너와 내 loop 끝끝은 몰라도 분명한 건 너의 stir. 그리고 난 너의
This song's a roller coaster wreck, but I love it.
I can't be running, I can't be new. 난 언제나 새로운 걸 찾아다녀 new. I can't be running, I can't be new. 나와 함께 꾸자야 밤 떠다니는 꿈 낀 꿈을.
Is it over? Is it actually over? I don't mean that in a bad way. It's at least it's not like a 36-second song, you know what I mean? But I really loved it. I think the song is great. It's probably my favorite one on the album so far. It's definitely the most different sounding, which is weird to say, because it's kind of very a different sounding type of sound that he's going for anyways. But I think for the overall vibe of the album, it's different. But I kind of love just that straight up kind of like slowed down hip-hop R&B flavors in there, you know what I mean? I really liked it, and I love what he's singing about. It feels real, it feels raw, it feels like true, and you can, I think, also get that sense when you sort of hear how he's like singing and rapping and stuff. You feel the emotion within everything. So not only is it like a really great beat and everything, but it feels so true and authentic. So I really liked it. I'm intrigued to see what Back to the Past is gonna sound like now, because I mean, there's a variety. We are in so many different places on this album, but I really like it, and I feel like if you're gonna showcase all this man's colors, you got to showcase it all. He is not just a very one-dimensional, he does one type of thing, you know what I mean? He definitely has tons of variety, and I love him getting a chance to be able to showcase it in this way, and especially for a mini album. 7 songs is kind of a lot for a mini album, you know? So, but anyways, let's get the last song, Back to the Past. Oh, taking us old school.
That's right. Yeah. Back to the past, back to the past.
Take me back.
서울 강변도 아니지 서울 저변들이에서 세상을 생각 없이 보고 본능만은 믿고 자란 최민도 유별났지요 친구도 유별나고 가름하는 법 그딴 건 모르고 여긴 질투가 없는 곳 모두가 비슷하고 똑같이 다행도 집안은 숨쉬기 힘들어 모두 뛰쳐나오고 늦은 저녁 놀이 저 언덕들을 지날 때 보잘것 없는 인생은 아냐 그렇게 생각해왔지 방해지도 늘 보며 꿈을 키웠어 아니 전혀 그딴 거 몰라 그게 뭐 우리 밥 먹여줬냐고 그냥 하루 먹고 하루 절잡이 됐고 내일 아침 일어나면 주위 걱정 발 동동 그러면 물이 잘 나오나 비가 많이 오면 지하에 물을 빼러가 천장에 지도가 그려졌다 어느 나라야 얇은 철로 된 대문은 구멍이 송송 나있지 나 때문에 하나하나 나의 불만
I would say this is the side of town we haven't seen very much of, but I'm living.
너는 커서 뭐가 될래 커서 뭐를 할래 그 다음엔 또 어느 목표를 향해서 갈래 커서 뭐가 될래 커서 뭐를 할래 했던 분들은 그래서 지금 뭐 그래 난 용처럼 괜찮은 용이란 타입 떠들기면 떠들어 눈에 안 밝히 용한 존재야 난 누구랑 비교할까 흠하지 않은 꿈쯤은 나의 하루 한 끼지요 그렇게 맹장되고 난 뒤엔 철점들은 the touch I would have found myself ace of ace of ace we would have found ourselves yeah ace of ace of ace 우리 모두 어리지만 상상 못할 꿈을 꿔 저지르고 보는 거지 뭐 just do it 내 주변을 너무 환하게 만들었던 것 같아 그게 미안했나 봐 그저 속죄하며 살아 뭐가 불만이었을까 내게 물어보고파 지금 생각하기에 머리가 너무 너무 많은 거 보고 많은 걸 느끼고 사실 배움이 좀 빙결되고파 근데 내게만의 기대 주변 사람들이요 그저 난 어깨를 키우고파 우리 기댈 수 있게요 얇은 철로 된 대문은 구멍이 송송 나있지 나 때문에 하나하나 나의 불만들이 나타낸 것만 같아 철없지 집 밖을 뛰쳐나갈 때 농수물 하나 밝은데 엄마가 돌아갔을 것만 이웃들은 또 놀랐을 건데 집안 맛있는 결혼시켜지 뭐 너는 커서 뭐가 될래 커서 뭐를 할래 그 다음엔 또 어느 목표를 향해서 갈래 커서 뭐가 될래 커서 뭐를 할래 했던 분들은 그래서 지금 뭐 하실래 누나를 보지 말았어 후회하지 말았어 엉매이지 말자도 엄마가 봐 나를 봐 인생을 넘겨지만 서두를 필요 넣지도 거리 함께 you know 그게 나의 이유 그게 내가 날 수 있는 이유
So I'm just like vibing along so much of the songs. I really like that this is also probably my favorite. So definitely these two on the end are probably my most famous, my most favorite songs a part of this mini album. It's interesting to get like, because when you think about a with an album, you have to think about the top down listen to everything. So this is very interesting. I wouldn't say it's like the most seamless flow to an album, but specifically the last two songs, I kind of get it, you know what I mean? There's something that is so like authentic about them that I think I'm just like really leaning into. Like the other ones are really great. There's some kookiness, there's some love songs, there's all these sides of Taeyong, but like these two, like 404 and Back to the Past, are kind of, I feel like, the new sides that we're seeing from him. So I really love that, and I really like it. The sound itself, an old school hip hop vibe, Back to the Past, let's throw it back like that, in a way of kind of like, I don't know if you call it like spiritual hip hop or like what it is, very kind of just like 90s, early 2000s stuff, like Common-esque type of stuff, which isn't a huge sound in K-pop. There's a few BTS songs that have that vibe, but other than that, I can't really think of a lot. I can't really think of a whole lot of Korean hip-hop either off the top of my head that really kind of goes for this sound. So it feels really cool, and it definitely makes sense to have this sound with this type of subject matter in a song talking about the past, you know, and sort of like knowing that, like reflecting on that and your journey through life, how you're able to live now by reflecting on your past. I really love that. So yeah, I really loved it. I mean, I love Shalala. You really there's a lot in here, but again, everything, like when I'm thinking about this whole mini album as a complete package, I feel like we're just really understanding Taeyong better, not only as an artist and the music he creates that are familiar to us and not so familiar to us, but more, I don't know, they're just much more of a sometimes when certain artists go solo, you sort of get a deeper understanding of them, you know what I mean? And I feel like I feel that with this overall, with every song involved in here. So yeah, I mean, they're all really good. They're probably all gonna end up in all my playlists that I have designated to K-pop, but for sure, 404 and Back to the Past have to be my personal favorites on there. It just shows something different and are just kind of straight up hip hop and kind of hit me just in on all the feelings. But I mean, everything's great. Love the collaboration with Wendy. Virtual Insanity's fun. Ruby's another great one. Gwando's great, and Shalala is that girl. But yeah, you know, we're just sort of understanding Taeyong in a certain type of way, and it's like whether it's much more of your much more casual NCTs then, or you sort of more casual when it comes to like Taeyong and stuff. This gives like a much better understanding. But I feel like based off like if you are more casual with it and you only know them from like title tracks and Super M and certain stuff like that, you're gonna see the Taeyong that you were expecting, but maybe something different. But I feel like if you did a little bit of deeper dive into Taeyong, you're gonna get something too, and also a little bit of surprise. So I think it's a really fantastic mini album. I think it's a great first one. I feel like we're seeing we're fully understanding Taeyong, and that's the thing with certain artists. I feel like it's like I can really just like them, but then there's a little something to miss. But then sometimes it's going to a concert, like I felt that with DPR Ian, or sometimes it's doing a deeper dive into their solo music, like Taeyong here, to where you sort of start to understand them more as like an artist and a person. Just sometimes you need those types of experiences because maybe it doesn't get translated very well, if you would. But yeah, I really liked it. I think it's a really great first mini album. It leaves me, you know, a little bit more invested into Taeyong, just even a little bit more. Who knew that it was gonna be like this? But anyways, like if you like some songs on this, I would definitely check out his SM stations or stuff like Long Flight or like Love Theory. Those are kind of, if you liked the more kind of lovey songs on here like Ruby or Mode, you're gonna really like those ones as well. So again, all the colors of Taeyong are here, and I love to see it. We saw everything from him. But yeah, and I can really appreciate that as a fan and someone who is not like super deep down, like he's not like my bias, like I'm not like fully invested, but we have some investment into him. So I thought it was great. All the music, it's really great music, and it's kind of just I feel like we can only get this type of mini album, even like the song order and everything, only from an artist like Taeyong. So that's really nice to get something that is just so uniquely him. Go to put your thoughts and comments down below to that about Taeyong's Shalala, the first mini album. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and want to see more of my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. If you want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, in the description down below, or at the end screen, share this video to your friends. Oh, I have a gaming channel if you like gaming content. It's called Erika Games. Links in the description down below. Finishing up the last one's part 2, but after that we're going to be playing Red Dead Redemption 2, so you can join me over there for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
We got the bombs. Wow, 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 wow. We got the bombs.